Hey guys, it's Shay tonight, and welcome back to the Pregnancy Diaries. This week we are on week 37. Oh my god, it's coming really friggin' close. I'm actually heading back from my baby appointment. I have one like bi-weekly, and he gave me a lot of information that I figured I'd share with you guys to know what to expect at week 37. He just kind of started talking about, you know, he said, he gave me the information to, if my water breaks or if I start having contractions 3 minutes apart, that, like who I need to call, and where to go pretty much. And, you know, he said that, he was saying that my baby is gonna be probably 6 pounds if she hits, and something ounces. If she hits 7 pounds, it's gonna be like low 7 pounds, like just barely 7 pounds, but we'll see how accurate that is. But that was kind of exciting to hear that I wasn't giving birth to a 10-pound whopper. What else did he say? He was saying, I was asking him because he was like, you know, do you have any questions? And when I had gone to get my blood tested, it turned out that I was an Rh negative blood type, which basically means, like, I had to get a shot. I explained this a while ago, but it's been a while, so I'll explain it again. Basically, it meant that if my baby has positive antibodies, because I have negative antibodies, my antibodies would attack hers. So they were like, well, we'll give you the shot and that'll prevent that from happening. So when I go to give birth, they have to give me the shot one more time, again, to prevent our blood basically from mixing, because again, it would attack her antibodies, which wouldn't be a good thing. So that's the information he gave on that. And I wasn't sure if it would be okay for me to breastfeed, considering that I still had negative antibodies. This guy is like up my ass right now. Hi, I'm going 75. You can kiss my ass. So I asked him, I was like, you know, because you pass on antibodies when you breastfeed as well. Hold on, I'm gonna let this douchebag pass. Why do people do that? Stupid. Because you pass on antibodies when you breastfeed and everything. I wasn't sure if that would affect her in a negative way, because, no pun intended, but because I had negative blood. And he said, no, that won't affect that. We highly recommend you breastfeed. It, you know, gives her a lot of what she needs. So we're still a go for breastfeeding, hopefully. He's like, I'm like, well, what are the odds that if, you know, I know some women can't really produce milk. And he said, you know what, he said, that's honestly pretty rare. He said the majority of women will be able to produce, so he said don't worry about that. If the time comes when you can't, we'll look at your alternatives, but he said you'll be fine. What else did he say? Not really sure. No, he gave me, honestly, like a lot of information. I wasn't expecting it. I was just expecting like a regular checkup. They haven't checked if I was dilated or anything, just because I think, I gotta turn on the AC real quick, I'm sorry. I think they haven't checked that because I haven't said anything about cramping, because I haven't gotten contraction-like cramping. I've just gotten like sharp pains will shoot through my pelvis, or like my side, or through my rib, pretty much like all around where you're supposed to get contractions. So I kind of like self-diagnosed myself and said, you know, that was normal, that's nothing to worry about. The guy totally just looked at me, and that was really awkward because I was laughing. But you know, I didn't really mention it because I really didn't think it was anything to worry about, and I still don't think it's anything to worry about. So I haven't gotten any contraction-like pains. It's really just my back pain still. It's kind of getting worse daily. Like right now, she actually has her foot in my rib, and it kind of really hurts. So it'll just be random pain, but I know it's normal pain. And I pretty much know why I'm getting that pain. Overall, it's just getting uncomfortable. She's just running out of room, so then she gives me less room, so she'll have more room, which I want. But it's very uncomfortable sometimes. I've been woken up a couple times during the night. Oh my gosh. Okay, I tried not to kill myself and fix my phone. I was saying that I've been woken up a couple times in the middle of the night just by like a really sharp pain in my side from either her kicking me or whatever, but but yeah, that was pretty much it. I don't know, we're just getting real close to it, and I'm still not sure if I want to like turn on the video camera if I'm having real contractions, because I know they can really hurt. Oh, I don't even think I mentioned this, but he was saying, I think I had said, I don't remember, it was like 2 seconds ago, but I'm so distracted right now. Well, because I'm driving, but I don't know if I've just mentioned this or not, but he was giving me the 3 options of painkillers and stuff. I think I said something like that, but he said that with your first baby, he said contractions will usually last like 3 minutes apart for 10 to 12 hours. And then he said the actual pushing part usually lasts anywhere between like an hour to 3 hours. So he was saying if you can avoid getting induced, unless you have some like genuine medical reason or, you know, whatever, then just try to avoid it, because when you get induced, your body doesn't really know. You're kind of like forcing it, and he said it'll just take longer and it'll be a more painful process. He said if you just will let your body do what it's gonna do, then it's gonna be easier on you if you just do it naturally. He said that if I go 10 days over my due date, which would bring us into early September actually, he said then we'll, you know, talk to you about getting induced, but he said we really don't like to do inductions unless, again, if there's a medical reason or if you're 10 days over your due date, because that can create complications. So that was just one of the other big things. And that guy is hauling ass in a cat. If you know what I mean, like the construction cat trucks, he was hauling. So he gave me a lot of useful information, and I was telling him, you know, this whole pregnancy, me and my partner TJ have been talking about what we want to do when it comes down to labor. And honestly, I say screw birth plans, because I can sit here and tell you all I want that I don't want an epidural, I don't want, you know, I want to do it naturally, I don't want any help, blah blah blah. But it's another thing when you're actually stuck in the situation and you're in a lot of pain. I want to do it naturally only because I have always wanted to do it naturally from the moment I decided that I eventually want kids. What are you doing? What are you doing? From the moment I thought that I wanted kids, I don't know what that guy was doing. I don't know if he was trying to get in my lane or not. I feel really bad if he was. Well, he didn't have his blinker on, but fuck it. From the moment that I said I wanted kids, I really wanted to do it naturally. And, oh, motherfucker! This thing is such a piece of shit. I apologize, guys. My GPS thing does not hold on to my phone well at all, as you can tell. But I have nothing against epidurals or people that get epidurals, trust me. Hell, I might end up getting an epidural because I'm going to be in so much pain that I'm going to be like, okay, like, I'm done with this. Just please, for the love of God, take away the pain. Who knows? I might end up doing that, but I'm going to try my hardest not to get like that. I'm going to try to make it mind over matter, and we'll see what happens. But I meant to end this episode like 5 minutes ago, but I just started rambling. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. It helps me out a lot. You can also subscribe if you want to. My Twitter link is on my channel page. It's automatically updated every time I upload a video. Also, my Instagram is down below if you want to follow me on there. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!